Hi. Can you show me all with your fingers how many people in your organization, in your development group, can really master the release process? 10, that's good. I see 1, I see. Okay, so a lot of people are in a good situation here. But that's not like what the rest of the world are doing. There's a big problem. We have a lot of tools to support our release process. We're using different tools for building, then testing, then packaging, then releasing, then deploying. And like learning every single time a new tool takes a lot of time for a lot of people. You can see my favorite is GNU Auto Tools. I really like this tweet. So my name is Shahar Mintz. I'm a production engineer on Facebook. And today I'm going to talk about Back and how you can use Back to control the entire flow really simply. So Back is a build system open sourced by Facebook. It has a lot of cool features like caching the artifacts that you built for others so they won't have to build it again. It uses Python syntax, so it's really easy for developers to understand. I guess you all want to see what I'm talking about. So the first example is to define a library. And when you define a Python library, you put the sources that you want to be in the library and the dependencies. So it could be another library in your code or an external that you pre-built and you don't need to rely on some process to install them on the machine later on. Sorry. After that, you can define a test. And it's really easy to run the test. You just back test, and it runs all the tests that are required for that library. Then you can set up a binary. And when you set up a binary, you set a dependency. And when you run back run, it will just run directly from your shell. Or you can build it with back build, and you'll get a PEX file. This is a really cool feature of Python with Back. This PEX file is actually a zip file that contains all the dependencies for your binary to run. It will just run on every server that have Python. So far, we looked on the basics of Back. And this is where it gets cooler. And you can actually extend Back to do your own things. So when you define a general, you can run any arbitrary command on your machine or inside Back with the exe macro. And when you run back build, it will just generate the output file that you defined. So with that, you can create a definition for a new target. In this example, you will build a deb file with FPM. And to use that, it's extremely easy. Just call the FPM function, and it will create a Debian file. After that, you can use a process to upload it to S3. And again, you will just define the deb file, define the dependency with S3, and when you will run back build, upload to S3, it will just do the entire process. Build, test, package, and upload to S3, and there you go. If you want to learn more about Back, go to backbuild.com or come visit us on our booth. Thank you.